Uh, well, hello there. This is iWhisperASMR. And today I was just wanting to work on some of the songs I've been doing recently. Right here, this is... I've been doing a thing for the 9 Circles of Hell from Dante's Inferno. I've read Dante's Inferno. I haven't read like the other ones. I was at Paradise Lost, but the Great Comedy, I think it's called, all 3 of the books. Because there's Dante's Inferno, it's only the first one there. That's Journey Through Hell, and then there's the Journey Through Heaven. After that, the Divine Comedy, I think it's called, right? I think there's even a third one to that, now that I think about it, but I just wanted to read Dante's Inferno because the movie's 7. So, and this is... Oh, wow. That stereo pan on that riser is pretty good. Basically, I've been working on these songs, and I'm now wanting to go on to the 4th one of Greed. I'm not really fully happy with the 3rd one, how it's turned out, especially compared to the other 2. The first one is pretty damn good, and that's what I'm going to try to stick back to that format. Sorry, that is with the mastering on it there, so it's extremely loud. First one's nice. It has just an undercurrent of just a sound pad, really, right? Like just something for some interesting texture. Absinthe is amazing to do this, and each one of them is completely unique. And then I like to take something a bit more aggressive to layer on top of that, so that you get these 2 sounds together, and that's pretty much all you need. So then from there, you get to the melody, let's say, if you can call it such. And then from the melody, layered on top of that would be a bit more abstract sounding ambient, where this is what Crystal does, right? You don't really hear all these really stupid sounds that are in there. They're just kind of dumb harmonic sounds that layer into it all. Oh man, such a good sound there. I can't believe I came up with this. Like, especially when you listen to Ogun. It's kind of an interesting instrument, but again, there's tons of them to use. So these were sort of randomly taken. And then you layer that all in with a nice riser just to kind of give breath to the end of it all. And this absinthe sound, I'm guessing, yeah, there's nothing really that's making that go so crazy like that. Absinthe is such a fucking weird program, basically. So, altogether I was like, that's amazing. And for me, the hardest part is to be able to capture that sound and do it again. So I was like, okay, let's try that again. Let's get something with a big, robust sound. This is... Now in Dante's Inferno, Lust is these people being blown around all the time. So I was like, well, I got a program that can do that sound. Gargoyle. This does wind sounds. goes on top of that. And that's... It's not trying to play different notes, not trying to play chords. It's just playing the same note. Oh, this one does actually go down. So these are pads, basically. Pads to me are usually a single note there. I mean that I play the same one twice. Is where that goes. And now I regret doing this, where I put in a beautiful arpeggio here. Because the circle after this is them being rained upon. So I'm like, well, what the hell do I do with them being rained upon? But that's kind of why the third one, I think, is struggling, because this is pretty good. Phonic is great. Phonic 2 is really amazing. I really love this psychic module, guys. I can't say, like, their newer stuff is really great. Their older stuff, I think it's like synthetic styles they do, but the ideas for their old synths are amazing. The full practical applications of them, not entirely stupendous. Mostly because there's just limited options, and I think it was with the tools that they were writing, the programs there, they used very basic sine wave shapes, no wave tables or anything that complicated. Not, I don't know. If they had more options to randomize in their plugin, I would have been all like, yeah. This one, I mean, each one of these buttons here has a randomized control on it. And then, especially when they started with Phonic 1, they came up with this melt option, where you can melt it like a circuit or tape. I can use that effect on everything. I don't even have to use the synthesizer. And then again, where we're layering on, this is where it's layering on a nice robust sound underneath it. And then just the random sound garbage. And then end it with a riser. And this is cool, this serum sound. Because I really like working with serum. Probably one of the best synthesizers I've ever worked with. It's just hands down one of the most most accurate sounding to what real synths sound like when you get into the lower notes in serum. Oof. That's just a beautiful sound right there. Like, there's no way to make this sound. Like, if I take this all the way down, there's no point where it starts getting too muddy to work. Like, you hear the individuals click there, right? Like, that goes all the way down. Like, I can still hear the bass down there. It doesn't, like, a lot of synths will get so muddy they don't work. And this thing, it goes all the way down. I'm not even using it for down there, actually. So, for whatever, Serum is a synth that doesn't break. A lot of synths will have their breaking point. Like, you go into the phonetic, right, and it's like, okay, when you get down here, it's just clicks. There's no actual cohesion to the note anymore. You can hear the upper ones there because it's an arpeggio there, right? But even Omnisynth, which is an amazing synthesizer as well. There's not even a sound down here. Oh wait, there's no sound anywhere. It's just the, whatever the top end parts are coming through on that, but let's work on a new one. So, I have the list of the few plugins that I normally hit up. I'm gonna need a serum. I'm not gonna start with a serum, mind you. But let's see. Absinthe is great because I can pick any note in here. Let's see. And any of the notes I pick. Yeah, there we go. And then you mutate it. It's like I can pick any of these patches, doesn't matter. And then I mutate. And it's mutate by this amount with even a little bit of randomness in there. So let's hit loop on it. So this is me trying to find something that'll work as a background sound for it. That's close. Let's try to find Carbon Sky. That sounds like a good one. Oh, it's coming there. These are really, I was gonna say hit or miss, because depending on what you do, they may go big and they may go small. There we go. Woof. Hopefully that didn't break anyone's computers. Luckily I have good headphones, they don't break. Well, at least they're super strong, so they get through. Now, I usually just do the first, this is the default sound, right? And then I mutate. And then you can redo the mutation, so I'm only doing the first level of the mutation to find something for it. Because I can keep on mutating, but mutates from the patch previous to it over and over again. Retry will just keep on mutating from the first sound patch I put through. So then this is this part of the job. I have to be looking for a sound basically for pushing boulders at each other. So something rumbling, as much as I fucking love this sound. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna keep that one. That one's nice. And then hopefully I definitely know I can get a sound, a boulder sound for A-tone. A-tone is basically this synth used to scare me. I guess there was problems with it for whatever reason inside of Ableton that I used to use. And the problems in Ableton would make it so that synth would just feed back for literally nothing. So every time I was using this program, I was like ready to rip my headphones off. Now this one's a bit easier because there's a nice random button on it. But random buttons only work to find sounds, not to make good sounds. So it's gonna take first real discoveries of music, like good music to me, was when I was about 10 and I was listening to like Zelda Ocarina of Time. And Zelda Ocarina of Time had some songs there, some songs that were so good they were banned. So, where they were using samples from like Muslim prayers and all this other stuff. I mean, you had the Shadow Temple. I mean, the Forest Temple alone, even, right? Was an entire level based off of just following this music. That noise kind of gets better though the longer you play a note out. Usually it starts evolving weirder. So let's just let that run its course. Okay, so that is the background sound that I wanted. And maybe slow it down a bit. Maybe that was too much. Yeah, I like that. Maybe make one longer and one shorter. Yeah, push it around a little bit here. Ooh, just like this. There we go. One long, one short. Kind of puts a weird tension into the notes. And then this add noise doing what she does good. And then I'm just gonna throw a little bit of distortion into it, just to help with its bite. I don't normally like to throw a whole bunch of distortion and stuff, but then again, that's a total lie. I could do an entire album based on distortions. There we go. There we go. Well, that's literally as deep as it goes. Cool. Now this is... How deep does this go? Oh, again. I think we're bottoming out. There we go. I want something where it's really muddy and just terrible. That's terrible. There we go. I could plug it into the microphone and that just does its own level of distortion on it, but I just want it for the... See, now the microphone switch does nothing on this. I just want it for its dumb sounding distortion. Wow. I don't know. That did sound pretty decent. Yes, great. You only live once. It started off good, let me say, which is better than most of the music I work on, so at the very least, I'm happy with that. What is this? Where did these notes go? C and D. Do you think I could do the same thing with that? Whoops. Transport down one. Oh no. Not the whole thing down. There we go, this. Where it's kind of going back and forth between these notes. Yeah, this is working for me. Very large ambient space. Nah, not ambient. I want something like massively big. There we go. Not even into the melody stuff yet. So, I don't know how long or big this is gonna take, but 90 per second on that. Now this one, trapping out. I'm not gonna use the default sounds in this, but now I know at least C is sort of my default note. Just see how that works as a kind of a concept. Almost sounds like a little kid's nursery room there. A black sheep sort of thing. This hyper's not even turned on. No one likes flingers or choruses. I already got my own reverbs. There we go. I could always... The compressor in it is not terrible. That's why I like using it. Nice multi-band compressor. It's not that there's a sort of a looping. Yeah, a looping LFO. Can I just... I hate when these things use LFOs instead of envelopes, but there we go. Let's dubstep for her. There we go. Sounds like a creepy ass synth. Alright, so this is supposed to be guys going up and down a hill, pushing boulders all day long. Yep. And then Let's see how this works. That's nice. I like that. That strange reverb. Nice little porch house in there. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, alright, so now we layer on some bigger sounds, and what can I use for bigger sounds? Let's see. I know Nexus is gonna have something for the more fluid sounds. But oh yeah, I wanted to. Oh yeah, Tau Sampler has some messed up sounds sometimes. But before we get onto that, let's go into this. This is usually a thing I like to do to really darken down the overall pitch of stuff is just take a transposition map. I had these pre-made in Ableton beforehand, but I don't know, it was too much work to do it in this mode. Can't really go through and select them as usually. Before I had them labeled as a number 1 through 30 or something like that, and then I would use a random number generator to pick which one I would go with, but this changes it all. It kind of loses a bit of the cohesion. But once you start layering in the other sounds in there, it will start making a bit more sense. Hopefully. Okay, so this is where I can just take some songs or some notes. Yeah, I used my copy of the Beatles. Let's see. this is not gonna really change the genre as we know it, but I will be able to. I like the way this program uses its samples and combines them and messes them up. It doesn't mess it up so much as just make it into new form, and it preserves, I think, the tempo somewhat. So by preserving the tempo, it allows you to really play with the overall sound. Let's see. Fade, yeah, on. This is just the first part of it. Where you can play with the jitter, the saturation, even the hiss, the sample rate of it up, the density, the stretching it out. I want low density and stretch it up pretty decently. There we go. I don't know. See what I mean? It's just the sample and hold is linear's pretty clean, to be honest. Pretty happy with that. But yeah, when you put this underneath all these other sounds, you're like, oh, that just sounds like garbage. Just sounds like complete trash. So let's throw in a trash too. I spent good money for these plugins. Might as well be using them, which is a terrible reason to use it. This is why I hate trash. All of the stuff in here sounds just like, why would I want to delay with my distortion? I could just go use a delay, even though their delays are, I don't know, should maybe have them as separate plugins. I don't know why they all have to be. Isotope loves this concept of like all in one. We have one instrument that does so much that even a top-end computer can't even run it. So you're like, oh, well, what was the point of that? Like, you're just making your stuff off for offline use, it seems. Which wasn't so bad back when I was using Cool Edit Pro, right? So we got that. Nexus. What do you want to do for your horns, buddy? Yeah. Ooh, that ain't bad. Nexus got some cool sounding horns, that's for sure. I don't use this enough because I just hate having to put the dongle in all the time. Whatever though. Put some phonic on it. The phonic effect. Come on, baby. I can put however the fuck I want. Because it is hardly even gonna be heard. Yeah, I already used the room verb. Let's use the plate verb, this one. Throw it on top of the reverb. Now you can hear it. How long was I doing these for? That's the other thing. I want to make sure they sound the same. But if I do like 3 songs that are 2 seconds each, and then 1 song that's like, 2 hours long, then I'm like, oh wait, those seem to be a bit different from each other. Where's that go? Oh, what's your time here? Oh, I have to activate the audio engine for it. Okay. 5 minutes. We're looking at 5 or 6 minutes. Okay. I can milk it to 12 if I have to. Not something I would want to do, but I can condense it down to 1 minute easy. That's the bigger thing. Easier to condense a song than it is to stretch it out. And that's the thing when you're working on these styles of songs. Pacing yourself is one of the harder parts to do. So cool. It's almost like breathing. Normally these adnoises go on forever. Like they have a huge delay built into them there. That's how the adnoise gets its sound. It's through a really intense feedback system. It's normally lasts a lot longer, but this one's got a relatively short one. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna put some room after there just so you can hear that expression. Alright, I just need to come up with some sounds for it's next, I don't know, next idea, next patch. Let's try this. I'll do close related tone. Yeah. Just make these the rising boulders, right? That's good. It's not as horror movie-esque as I would want, but it's getting there. Alright, Vacuum Pro. There's a motherfucker I don't use often enough. It's 'cause this guy sometimes doesn't like to save properly when I ask him to, so it's really hard coming up with awesome, crazy, unique, sounds when he's just like, no, bruh. And then the nice slow release on it. That one, no attack, also staying. Thank you. Throw vintage verb on this baby. Nice soul sound, yeah. Like I'm trying to go for something sci-fi almost, actually. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Because it's kind of leaving this wow wow sound, right? Actually, okay, this one I actually want to get a bad synthesizer that's gonna bottom out terribly. I think that would actually sound really good here. I'm gonna try to do a wolf tone, a shepherd's tone. What if it's called wolf tone? Good. So, a shepherd's tone goes down steadily, so I'm not going to put the transmit on this. Yeah, put them next to each other. That'll be a bit easier. Basically, I can just take these four and copy and paste it right there. And let's see. Map it so it goes there. And then map this baby so it goes there. Now the hard part, not really the hard part, but just taking these velocities. It's only hard because frickin' Bitwig, which is the program I'm using, doesn't like to draw lines with its velocities for whatever goddamn reason. I guess we're all supposed to be master pianists to use it, right? Oh, you don't have a MIDI keyboard. Well, why did you use our program? Which is true. And then I would just have to do that in the opposite for this side, which is actually a lot easier because I can just look at the other side for reference ish. And it's not even that Bitwig is a bad program, it is stupendous in how it manages its VSTs, which is more my instrument than anything else. So there you go. That right there is a shepherd's tone. It's not a great shepherd's tone, mind you. Yeah, by no means is it a great shepherd's tone. In fact, it's a pretty terrible shepherd's tone. I'm pretty much not happy with that. So let's try it again. I think I messed up the, what am I? No, I want this up. Okay, I got it backwards, that's what. There's a couple of ways of doing shepherd's tones, alright? Lay off me. Easiest way is just to do the whole scale. But, there's other ways you can trick it as well, too. How am I doing this wrong? I've never messed up doing a shepherd's tone before in my life. this is sort of why I did them. Do we just not have enough room set up here? Maybe. Wow. I've pulled these out before. Maybe I just never realized it because I wasn't recording, right? So. Oh yeah, I can take this whole note side, drop it down, just so I can individually pull it up. Like I said, it's so much easier in Fruity Loops once you fuck up or enable to. Once you get the basic idea, though, down, you can, anyways. And that's a Shepard stone. It's not, but whatever's. It's because these gotta be octaves difference, is maybe what it is. Okay, so I will be using the transmap then. There we go. Still not gonna be good enough though. What am I doing wrong? Like, I'm trying to think here where I messed up, but that's just like an average day for me, so whatever. You know, sometimes you can't always get what you want, but if you try real hard, you'll find you'll get on your knees. You can always get what you want. There you go. What the hell? Okay. Now to do a Shepard's tone in whatever Logic or whatever. Let's check out FL Studios. There we go. Yeah. And then. Okay, so you have to go the full range of notes and including the octave of the note. Well, not really, but. Yeah, I'm doing it right. It's just not enough notes, I guess. Oh, yeah, I got these all layered on top of each other, too. Should be one down from him, then. Boop-a-doop-boop. I don't know. Let's get these two tetrads done. There we go, they were just too loud beforehand. See how these... You hear it always descending. You can kind of hear the beginning part. That's mostly because the velocities aren't set up properly. But that's about it. No, I want to make this bigger. There we go. When you look at it like this, it kind of makes a bit more sense on how this is supposed to look and work. There we go. Notes. I'm trying to highlight the velocities. It's like, I like the whole thing. And maybe if that guy was right, if you double up the notes a bit. Right around. If I can get a bit less percussive sound. There's nowhere to actually change the attack. Yeah. It's pretty good though. There you go. Fold back. Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Oh yeah, Logic has really high-end sounds on it. Thanks Logic for being so high quality. I can't use it. Huge, pristine, huge wasted CPU. Right? Arcsin. If you don't have velocity changes in it there, which 100% uses velocities, it will totally ruin the effect. What am I looking for? Can I do it with the guitar? Yeah, maybe if it was in a better sample range. Nope, can't do it with that guitar. It doesn't have a big enough sample range. Real 8 though has a huge sample range. Nice. And we'll change the velocity curves. God. Let's make these as low as possible. Yeah. And then have huge jumps here. Yeah. I feel like this should be working as my... Well, I want something without as much of an attack, and I go for guitar. It's like all attack. There we go. This thing. not wasting my time doing this. Whatever. Even if it doesn't sound proper, it's still. Oh, the illusion totally wrecks though. Does it even have? That should be louder than this one. This should be quiet. Oh, there's no velocity on there. What the fuck? Okay. There we go. Now we have velocity control. No, now we don't have velocity control. What the? What am I even doing in this life? What? I could feel my arm. We just made to suffer. Oh yeah, the velocity control is controlling all of it. Alright, I gotta go dig into some of my other stupid sins because my cutscenes are too damn good. Where's that one that was oh, the albino 3. I know that one will have that. This thing was discontinued. It's such a great synth though. Single trigger, no. There we go. Is this too quiet? Yeah, maybe. That's the other thing when you go for the whole octave range. Huh. This actually works a bit better. Or especially how you can hear these higher notes coming in. Oh, what the hell? See now? Yeah, no, that's in the right spot. Oh wow, weird. Right there. You can hear it coming down of where it should be. It was so much easier if I could draw a frickin' line. But the fact that I gotta do all this by hand. Alright. I'm done. I'm never gonna do a frickin' Shepard stone again. Yeah, you go up here and you go down there. Fine. Also, it'd probably be better if I pitched it up more instead of it being. No, it's still garbage. never good enough. Sometimes I just get so frustrated with things that I just want to destroy it and start over again. Why do we even have that button? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright. I don't know, there was a time I was more into doing ambient style music. And I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the patience for it anymore. Or maybe I've been working on the same song for an hour and I should just give it a break. Right. That's probably the best thing to do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna finish up doing some more or less random notes here. Like even using chorus students. My classic chorus is my favorite one. There we go. And throw a little. Just double that. Yeah, and then just get a riser. Where are we at? Oh yeah, the C note was supposed to be the bass note. Split this. Extend this guy all the way out. Alright. Oh, that wasn't the riser. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Delete you. Actually, get this guy in here. So we have a consistency with the notes over every instrument playing. So even though they're all trashy sounding, randomly done stuff, I can still fix it up to sound somewhat passable. There we go. It's not a fun job, but somebody has to do. Cut off resonance goes one way. Yeah, and then the other one goes the other way. Distortion, yeah, we don't need those shitty effects in here. she got the perfect note on. The riser sort of land right at the end of it. Nice. There we go. There we go. There we are. That's more or less it. And from there, it's just tweaking this all out. Probably just changing things a bit more. So they have a bit more consistency, I guess you would call it. Like, this here should have I like doing 3-part ambient songs, basically. That's my own thing. Normally, well, you need an intro, you have sort of the main body with the melodies, and then you have this outro. That's, I guess, how I do my ambience there. I haven't really seen much on how to do these. There's no real tutorial on how to make drone ambient music, but this is what I found that works for me. Anyways, I'll post more of this when it gets developed.